Jeez!
We are live.
We are live.
We are live.
Did I say welcome to the main event?
Run that thing, grandma, you mad?
Oh, man.
Behave before you talk about what I'm talking about, yeah?
Disclaimer! Run that thing back. Nah, man, stay there in your corner, man. Run that thing back, fam. I don't want to hear nothing from you.
We are live, as I'm saying, Mr. Blitztech.
Revenue GS.
Joe, one further the Cyber Nerds.
Welcome to Yasuke episode 2, The Old Ways. And if you want the old ways, the new ways, current ways, all the ways possible, make sure you're subscribing to the channel, pressing that subscribe button, notification bell, like button, all them things there, so you're getting this content as it comes out. And if you can go to the watch along over on Patreon, that's also available. If you're not available to watch these reviews, you can also go over to our podcasting platforms. So when you're driving or traveling somewhere and you've got some headphones, listen to it on the go. Appreciate you guys. So, episode 2, The Old Ways. What are you guys saying?
Anime! Sorry. Yeah, but I like this episode. I'm liking the flashbacks way more than the current timeline. Currently. Like, I need more of that stuff, more of servants will be servants, more of the old way, all of that kind of stuff. Yeah, man, it's just interesting to see, like, the kind of ties they're trying to, like, obviously it's all going to come together later on down the line on what the whole crest thing means and well, how the crest connects the little girl, him, the female samurai that he was with back in the day, the mum, all of that. I want to get to the bottom of that whole scenario, but I'm just liking the world building they're doing there a bit more than the hunt for the girl in current time, innit? So that's where I'm at.
I'm getting like a feeling. So you know the first episode, we spent like 10 minutes of the episode in the past where they had the Gundams, they had the magics, all of that. And off this episode, I'm getting a feeling that this season going to be like
All set up.
Yeah, sort of like, okay, present. He's just dealing with this one-time incident, which gives us opportunity to meet the current world, as we can see, as we saw last episode. There was a Russian, there was another black man, there was a robot.
New mix, yeah.
And today we get introduced into a priest who clearly is leading these lot. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and he's trying to rule Europe. So is it like, he's just dealing with this incident and plugging us into the rest of the world, the current world, while the flashbacks is going to get us to where we got right to the beginning of this current day. Do you know what I mean? Like, so first episode, his introduction to the master of the land. Do you know what I mean? It was just a servant, a slave. Today we got, he's now one of them, a samurai, but we also got a female samurai, which the elders or the rest of the population don't agree with. And she's kind of like on his side. But it also seems that the people that he murked was her people because they had the same crest.
I think that was all plotted by her, though, to be honest.
Oh.
When you think about it, I think that was plotted by her.
That's
she didn't
actually
seem
sick.
She wasn't
too bothered.
Yeah.
And even then, it's like, she was never going to be taking the rank
That's sick.
of them.
That's sick.
But why not go somewhere else
That's
and
sick.
get them, go to them?
Please let it be that, because that's
for
sick.
me,
I think that plays a big part to it, and then I feel like she alludes to that more when she's talking about all the women and children that got murked.
Right.
As well. So, like, obviously, she goes to man in the little temple and was like, why aren't you celebrating your thing? And he's like, why are you here with me? Because obviously she knows, I just had to sacrifice all those women and children, but for me to end up getting that post, you know what I'm saying? Like, she might be the leader of that thing altogether. Get me?
It's deep, bro.
I like that. Especially when the Lord is like, yo, it's time for us to let the old way go. And clearly no one sees that. And she wants to be part of this thing so much that she's just doing what she needs to do.
Imagine if she's grown up on the other side there, trying to be a samurai the whole time, and he's like, shut up.
Girl,
so then she cuts to go where she hears about a black samurai and progressiveness, and then she gets the role, fam. Obviously, when you go back, them man got to get fit. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Bro, it even plays a part in present day where people, before, if you go to a certain place and I'm guessing you're not accepted, you're only going to go to a place where you're like...
Talk about the cyber nerds right now. Spin it for us, Sam. Spin it for us. That's all I'm hearing. Hey, man was in Comic-Con, like, it was like, it's a bit weird here, isn't it? Like, don't really treat us right here. All right. The cyber nerd, you know what I'm saying, bro?
It's true.
I'm just saying, fam. Hey.
Yeah, like in present day, like if the old ways aren't gonna accept what you're trying to create or whatever.
Yeah, it's progression.
Yeah, you go somewhere where
they hate what they can't understand. Right. Yeah.
And yeah, for me that's kind of sick. Obviously, I want to see the way she's going about it. Obviously, we've only got like a little bit of understanding here, but I want to see like a actual deeper meaning and thought behind it, because when I saw it, I was like, rah, she like that, well. She knew what was going to happen, so...
Yeah, I mean, there was a couple of layers I picked up from this episode, which I think is pretty sick. And I'm not sure, like, just in general, how people react to it, if they even understand, like, the kind of concept they're putting into this thing. Because even when he's at the bar, and the priest comes up, and he recitals to him the parts of the Bible, but then he also, like, flames man at the back end of it, and I'm just like, we was kind of like joking about it. It's like, raw, like, how is this gonna sit with the general public, and are they going to pick up what is being said over here? Like, I think that's so sick, isn't it?
About man saying that, how can you be a servant yet trying to lead? Rob, stuff like the bars they had in this whole episode was deep, you know.
Wow,
there was so many gems. But what I do like as well, because obviously we've done a trade reaction to Silence, which is about the Catholics or the Christians coming over to Japan trying to come with this religion. So now I'm definitely going to go watch that movie and see if it actually plays more of a part
into this.
Yeah, because I find that very interesting that this guy is actually trying to say that William Quay, trying to also conquer here with the girl. I was like, woo.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest,
that's pretty mad.
Obviously, this is the Yasuke is an actual person. So they've taken
elements.
Yeah, something that's real fact and kind of turned it into this thing. So again, with the whole religion thing is the same thing, and he's talking about, oh, we're coming here to help you lot, fam.
Yeah, exactly.
Did someone get on the phone and be like, yo, you man, like, yo, like Rome, come and help.
Come save us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Come save us.
So it's got, you know, real facts elements into this, innit? So I'm just here for it, bro. The flashback is what's keeping man in here, innit? Like, so
I find it very interesting still, but
the beef was tough this episode.
In the past.
Oh yeah, the past
that had the best.
In fact, you know what? Both fight sequence were pretty legit. The where he goes up and fights the one samurai, and then it goes 1-10, and he finishes their man. Like, there was a bit of delayed satisfaction for me there, but we got there in the end. Do you know what I'm saying?
You managed to watch his reaction,
bro. And then the bar fight scene, I thought was super legit as well, especially that he lost. Yeah, because I mean, he lost the first fight. I wouldn't say he lost the first fight in the river because they got away, and he got away with the chick, but he took an L here. To get me? Like, I like when they're setting him up to, you know, he's still a drunk basically.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, man, he ain't coming out here finessing a team of 5 on these ones today, but they showed that in the past he had levels. Do you know what I'm saying? So I want us to get to the training montage.
Man ain't got no cardio.
Bro.
Basically, yeah.
I want man to get
hit
back.
that Shanti insanity real quick.
Well, yeah, the parallels were kind of sick because the way man was surrounded and he was going through someone's blade, chopping man's heads off, everything.
I've never seen that before, ever, bro. Like, it had the sword on top of the other sword, cut through the hilt and then took man's dome off. Never seen it. Never seen
That
it.
was lit. And even the camera angle, we slice
Yeah,
man's head
bro.
and you see the eyeballs like just as the camera, man's head just rolling to the ground.
That's deep.
Mad. Man, those kind of shits are just legit. And then the whole bar scene, man was just getting finished.
But
Finished.
this is what I'm saying. I think they're gonna keep like just sprinkling these little things, and probably just, which I won't mind. I won't mind if this is what they're doing and taking on to the next season, where next season kind of is a bit more explosive and stuff like that. But just keep peppering up. Let us set the world around you, man, while giving you sprinkles of these battles and what's to come.
Yeah.
I'm cool with it, innit?
I got a general anime question. This is for you guys at home as well, innit? Like, why the mech stuff? Why why do they always do that in anime, bruv? Like, it's because, like, for me, it pulls me out, bruv.
Yeah,
you get me? It pulls me out because, like, I'm so in, and then this giant robot is trying to get through a door. Do you get what I'm saying? And I'm like, this is too much. But why is that always in the anime? Because I remember playing, what was it? Tales from the Borderland. The Telltale's version.
Yeah.
Whole game, sick. The last chapter.
Oh yeah, we fight a mecha, innit?
Some giant mecha comes out of nowhere, and I'm like, anime. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't understand like where that fits. Do you get me? Or is that just like a cultural thing where they're like,
I think
technology is always part of our culture, even if we're going to the past, we're going to include it here.
I would say so because, like, if it was for me, I'd feel like they were the guys who invented those huge, giant robots that have guns, like super powerful punches and everything. So when I see it in anime, I'm like, it came from there. So
I get that, bro. But why has it got to be in everything, bro? Because it's like, bro, a mech shows up, bro. So why are we fighting with swords? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, for me, it messes the power balance of things up. But
I think the Lord there's a bit where the Lord explains
them taking the technology,
for the advantage,
to guarantee the win.
But I don't know, man. As far as I can remember, it's always been their thing. So I have no explanation for that. Maybe someone, more info on that can jump in the comment section and let us know.
That's why
that's a good question.
When I saw it in like the first 5 minutes of this thing, that's why for me it's kind of set the level. So if it was like this episode we saw Mick, I was like, what?
No, I'm with you on that.
Like,
like,
that's what it kind of took me out.
Yeah.
They
They definitely set up your expectation. Of course, obviously, the first beef is mechs against samurais. So you're like, okay, mechs is in it. Like, I've accepted it, and I'm here. But I do also feel like they scale back on it, and that's why there's only one mech. Do you know what I'm saying? To keep the balance. I understand that part of it. I'm interested into, like, why are mechs always a thing in anime? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're nice.
The fight seems smart.
That's how it is.
I need to see more of that. But no, the pacing of this episode was good. And yeah, I just want to see more of this still. But guys, let us know in the comments down below on episode 2, The Old Ways. If you haven't already, make sure you go onto our social media, Twitter, Instagram, giving us a follow. Appreciate that. And like I said, if you haven't got time to sit down and watch YouTube, go over to our podcasting, platforms. You got Spotify,
iTunes.
Thank you.
Well, I'm pretty sure we're everywhere.
Everywhere, just search it.
Yeah.
You'll see us.
Whatever device you use, whatever platform you use, just type the Cybernerds and we there.
Boom.
World domination.
I'm sorry, I missed the Blitz Tech.
Waving your GS.
Show one further to Cybernerds.
Peace.